So hi, One the Good Noise podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Pre-recording yet another episode, but this time, this might actually come out when Glory and I are face to face.
No, it will, because it's going out at 7, right?
Yeah.
And we're probably gonna be like eating like vegan burgers when this comes out.
Yeah.
All right, man. Promo's gonna be a little late.
Yeah. Well, just a tad. But yeah, so we're pre-recording it because Glory will be in Philadelphia, and I will be taking the trek to my favorite city, to go say hi. Yeah, it's exciting. It's been a minute since we've done one of these. We completely skipped last week. So I've been trying to think about where we left off in terms of shows, and I think I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I saw Rammstein two Tuesdays ago on the 6th. They put on a good show. There was a lot of fire. They shot fireworks at the crowd. It set off more fireworks. I was like, holy shit. This is nuts. There's so much fire, so many fireworks.
Not as much fire as the Panic at the Disco show. Booyah.
So excited to see them at the end of the month. Don't even get me started.
You just ruined my day, man. It just started and you already ruined it.
Yeah, Glory came in the Zoom. She woke up before I did, like a lot earlier than I did, because we kind of like picked the time to record this before seeing how long the playlist was. So we were both like, shit.
An 8-hour playlist? And we're waking up at 10?
Glory woke up at the ass crack of dawn, and she's wide awake. I woke up an hour and a half after her.
No caffeine.
You'd think that I woke up 5 minutes ago. Two completely different people. This morning shit is not for me. But so Rammstein, they put on a good show, a lot of fire. And then on Friday, I saw I Prevail, Pierce the Veil, Fit for a King, and yours truly. I'm very glad the venue was outside because I was actually walking up as yours truly started playing.
Oh,
so I could hear them, but I couldn't see them until like halfway through the set when I actually got in the venue. I felt so bad because Michaela put me on the guest list. And I was like,
you missed their
and
set.
I almost missed their set. I'm like, fuck. But they put on a really good show. Fit for a King played a lot of stuff that I didn't know. The 30-minute set was all new songs and songs from 2 albums ago, and I'm not like well versed enough on the discography. So I was like, shit. But they put on a good show. Pierce the Veil. There were a lot of people there for Pierce the Veil, let me tell you. Crowd thinned out a lot after they played.
Yeah, Jesus. And it was an I Prevail show.
Yeah, but
I mean, it was their first show in 5 years or 6
but
years. They made a big deal.
I have a feeling that's happening across the board.
Ouch.
But Pierce the Veil put on a good show. It was great to finally see them. They played their new song. They played the hits.
Oh, you mean past the...
Yeah, Glory bought Pierce the Veil merch. She'll get into that in a minute. I'm not done yet, though. I got more shows.
I know. Keep going.
And then I Prevail. It's great to finally see them. They played a bunch of their new stuff, which meant I got to hear a lot of stuff live for the first time. Like, out of anybody in the entire world, I happened to be there. And yeah, and I was glad that it was all off the new record because obviously I know their older stuff, but I've been listening to pretty much exclusively that new record, so I was ready, man. And then on Sunday, so I woke up on Wednesday morning and my partner surprised me with My Chemical Romance tickets in Brooklyn. I was like, yay, we get to see My Chem again, but fuck, I gotta go to Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
So we went to Brooklyn. Getting there, our subway got delayed because someone got hit by the subway and we had to get in a lift to go the extra mile to the venue. But by the time we got in the lift, the person was all cleaned up and the subway was back in service. So we totally could have just stayed on the subway. But we both, I think Sam might have ridden the subway when they were younger, but I have never been. That was the first time I was ever on the subway, so I had no idea what was going on, how long this delay would be, and we were already kind of cutting it close. Then we went to Whole Foods. They had a burger place inside the Whole Foods. And then we saw My Chem. And
Wow.
they put on a really good show Thursday, and the Lemon Twigs opened for them. The Lemon Twigs, I could go without ever seeing them again.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind of like the same song 8 times over.
Wow.
You know, but I've never listened to a Thursday song, at least that I can remember. I did not know Jeff could scream like that. Like, it's up there with like Burt McCracken levels of scream, but
Really?
he still has his voice.
Wow.
I was like, the screams he was unleashing during the set, I was just like, there's no way that's coming out of his mouth. I looked over at the guitarist because the guitarist was doing backing. I was like, that's got to be the guitarist. There's no way Jeff can still scream like that 20 years later. But he can. And they brought out Anthony Green, and I love that man. So I was very excited when he came out on stage. But apparently they've been doing it more than once. I guess Anthony Green was following the My Chem tour to Riot Fest.
Wow.
Because I heard they also did it in Minneapolis. So, but that was fun. And then My Chem, they finally played Desert Song. So excited. And the set list was all 3 Cheers and Bullets. So I would say they perfectly crafted that set list for me.
Yeah.
Worth it. Worth the trip to Brooklyn until Sam and I attempted to use the subway to get home, and we got lost on the subway home. This New York City shit is confusing, man. I'm never going back.
Bro, you fit right in.
And then we took a very expensive Lyft. Lyft driver was very sleepy and not the best driver. Like very, very reckless. So I got my money back. And we got home in one piece somehow, albeit very, very late. So the next day, Monday, we go to see Mom Jeans. Free Throw had dropped off the Mom Jeans show. So when that happened when Sam and I were in New York. So I was like, sucks, because I wanted to see Free Throw because we've spoken to them. We spoke to Free Throw.
You could go check it out.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm thinking we're not going to get home until the ass crack of dawn. I'm going to get home even later than that. And maybe the show will end earlier, and I can be in bed by 12 o'clock from a show in Philly. That sounds exciting.
That sounds impossible, Shane.
That did not happen because they just inched the set times up 30 minutes, let Just Friends play a little bit longer, and then the show still ended at 11. It's fucked up. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
And you were surprised?
Well, I was hoping that it would end at the time it would end earlier. Like Mom Jeans would just come on when Free Throw would come on, which is 8:30, and the show would be over by 10.
Yeah.
And then I have an hour and a half drive home. I'm in bed by 12. That did not happen. I was not in bed until 2.
2?
Well, I had to go the opposite direction and drop someone else off and then go this way. So I had a very long night. I had a very long couple of nights, but I saw Mom Jeans and Just Friends and Super American all for at least a second time. Gonna be honest, dude. I thought the Mom Jeans shows in February were way more fun than the one on Monday, and that might have been because the venue was about 40 degrees hotter than the venues I saw them in February. But I don't know. And Eric was also like losing his voice, so they didn't do an encore. But Save Face was there, so you win some, you lose some, I guess.
Exactly, yeah.
And then I'm happy to announce to everybody that I didn't go see Five Finger Death Punch on Wednesday. So let's all give a round of applause for that. I'm a strong man.
So proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you.
I actually just didn't want to spend the $25 on a ticket to go see Megadeth again. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, you didn't want that money going towards Megadeth. I get it.
Yeah, no.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, yeah, everybody applaud. And then I was debating going to see Pollyanna last night, but my boss wasn't going, and it's 21 plus, and I am not 21, so I didn't go. Next show, we got Guilt, and then we got the Glory and Shane meetup, which is a show in and of itself. And then I got My Chem 2 days in a row in New Jersey. And then I was supposed to see Architects, but I am not because they canceled the entire tour. And then I'm seeing Silverstein. I was going to go see Bring Me the Horizon in Brooklyn. And then I got lost on the way home. And I decided I don't want to get lost by myself in Brooklyn. So I will go see Silverstein instead. And then Panic at Disco for sale. I'll record the whole thing for you, Glory.
Please record Hey Look My Maiden High Hopes for me, man. He ends the show with he opens with Hey Look My Maiden, I'm pretty sure, and then he ends with High Hopes. So you know,
he plays the whole new album in the middle.
And House of Memories for whatever reason. Like, why did he add that song?
That's worth the price of admission alone.
It is, but it doesn't fit with the theme of the tour. Like Golden Days would fit for this, but it's just like it's such a lullaby in like that set list. I'm like, what?
Yeah, but it bangs so hard.
Yeah. I just, oh my god. Now you can record that one for me because I have wanted to see that one live, but it's like with his vocals being kind of like.
Well, that's why I want to go. Like, I want to hear him just like absolutely just fuck up Local God, which is a shit song already. And I want to see if he can blow out the PA.
No, he can't, because then he'll turn off his mic and he'll turn up the backing track, the lip syncing. Come on, man. He has his backups.
Of course he does, but yeah, I'm waiting to see if I can get like $3 resale.
You haven't gotten your tickets yet?
No, because it's not like a priority of mine. Like, if all of the cheap seats sell out and like there's no good resale or whatever, because I'm really not trying to give this guy money, then I just won't go. Like, there's $30 nosebleed seats, but like if those sell out, I don't give a single fuck. I just won't go.
Yeah. That's good. I was worried you had like seats and you had like good seats.
No, at this point, it's just like, it's funny.
Yeah. The threat of going to a Panic at the Disco concert is funny.
And it's in 2 weeks, and there's still a bunch of seats left. So if, prices are like, it was like only part of the top of the nosebleeds was $30, but now it's like the entire thing, all of the top rows are $30. So maybe the entire section will turn into $30, and then I'll pounce so that I can have front row and nosebleed seats for Panic at the Disco.
Dude, you need to.
The floor seats need to be $30. I'm gonna bring tomatoes.
There you go. Yeah, tomatoes. Bring a couple apples too, man. Some good. That'd be good. People need to start doing that again.
Yeah.
Especially just for Panic at the Disco. But like other like trash bands. I don't know. I'm thinking Attila. Who's the one that's touring with Trinity of Terror? Is that Attila? No, it's the other one. Your favorite. The guy who mid-set went to go get a beer and I sent it to you.
Atreyu.
Atreyu? Yeah. At your next Atreyu, because I know you're going to see him like 5 more times before the year ends.
Nope,
you should
only
bring
once.
Some tomatoes, man.
Only one more.
Oh yeah, because you're seeing them like the day before Thanksgiving.
Remember when I vowed to never go to Brooklyn again. So I'm going to go on the train and go to New York.
The train.
The day before Thanksgiving, one of the busiest travel days of the year, arguably the most busy. Into the city where they have the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and I'm gonna see Motionless in White, Ice Nine Kills, Black Veil Brides, and Atreyu. And let me tell you, my parents are not happy about it.
Oh, you told them. I remember you said you were just gonna slide it into the conversation a little closer to the date.
I did slide it into the conversation. My mom was like, you want to list those tickets now, or are you gonna do it later? I'm like, can I not?
Is that, please, can I go? You need to just go to the Baltimore date, man.
No.
Isn't it on your birthday?
That's day after.
Happy birthday, Shane. I got you Black Veil Brides tickets.
No, it's okay. I'm content with going one more time. I think getting to the city is gonna be that third Trinity of Terror show, or the fourth one.
Yeah.
And it'll be the second time I go to New York for that.
Oh.
The last time I drove to Long Island. And that I regretted. So I'll probably regret this trip too.
Oh no, but it'll be fun though because I mean, like, come on, it's Ice Nine Kills by Phil Bread's Motionless in White.
All of the delays, I'm sure, will be a blast.
Oh yeah, you'll be loving it. You'll be like, hey, at least I'm seeing Ice Nine Kills.
I have to leave at like 12 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Might as well just overnight, man.
Yeah.
There's no
Sleep
point.
in Penn Station. It's all right.
Exactly.
But you went to some shows too, didn't you?
I went to 2.
Yeah.
I saw whatchamacallit, Heart Attack Man, House and Home, and Guardrail. We've interviewed all of those bands.
We didn't interview House and Home.
I thought we interviewed House and Home.
No.
I'm thinking of Home Safe. Dude, these home bands, and then there's another home band. I swear to God, I thought we did.
Nope. We have not.
Is it just because I see Mads talk about House and Home a lot? I just associate them with the podcast?
Yes.
No, I'm checking.
We have not.
I mean, you know. I can't even search on my phone. Here. I'm gonna check. I'm checking.
Guys, Glory thinks we interviewed House and Home. We did not. I know for a fact we did not. Yeah, so
we didn't.
But Guardrail and Hammy, we did.
I thought we interviewed Home Safe. I was thinking of Home Safe.
Yeah, well, Home Safe is on tour with Pollyanna right now.
Yeah. But it's the Home.
Yeah.
Is what's getting me. Okay, my bad. Hey guys, you wanna come on the pod? I don't know. Actually, I'm going to 3 shows technically. I did Heart Attack Man. That one was great. Got to meet Eric. Almost died on the way home.
It's okay.
But I'm here now, so that's cool. I got to give Eric flowers, and it was so cool. And then I went to Blue Ridge Rock Fest on the 10th this past Saturday. Almost died again in the pit.
There's a theme of death in last week.
Right. But it's kind of crazy. I know we're like in the South. This is Blue Ridge Rock Fest, right? But it's like with all the bands in the lineup, minus Skillet and God, who's another like alt-right band. I don't know. There were like a handful of like, kind of like sus bands, but it's a rock festival. Rock is kind of like super left leaning. So seeing a lot of like Blue Lives Matter merchandise people were wearing and flying Blue Lives Matter flags and, like don't tread on me stuff was a little bit worrying because I was like, this is the wrong festival, right? Is this Blue Ridge Rock Fest? Festival started.
The metal community attracts a ton of those. Like, there's a shit ton of like that same festival lineup pretty much plays every Midwest like sector. Like every corner of the Midwest, there's a rock festival with the same lineup and the same type of people in there because you're in the Midwest.
Yeah, it caught me off guard because I don't know. I went to Buku, but that was in New Orleans and it was a rap festival, so it's like there's not gonna be like Blue Lives Matter stuff there, but it caught me off guard because people were flying the flags and I'm like, you guys were allowed flags in here? Festival started off awful. Security didn't even check my bag. The metal detectors didn't work. So they just kind of let me in and I was like, that's like not safe at all, guys, but okay. The barricades, actually no, the crowds were like awful. Some of the worst people that I've interacted with, honestly. The Ice Nine Kills, I was only in pit for Ice Nine Kills because I mean, come on, it's Ice Nine Kills. I lasted 3 songs until I was like, okay, we got to get out of here because I got whacked in the head. My brother got whacked in the head 3 times by crowd surfers. I'm just saying, if you're crowd surfing and people are telling you stop crowd surfing because there are like 20 people in the air for one song, maybe don't ask to get pushed up, so you could surf because like that sucks. Because they will drop you because that's what they started doing. They were just like, just drop them. And people were getting mad that they were getting dropped. And it's like, are you not listening? So, yeah, that sucked. And it's just like people outside of the pit were jerks. Like I asked the guy if I could use his hand sanitizer. He just laughed at me. And I was like, what is wrong with you? He was like, I don't have any hand sanitizer. And I was like, it's in your bag. I just need a little bit. I was like, I thought I saw some in your bag. I'm sorry, can you have clear bags? And he was like, no, ha 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 ha. And I was like, nigga, it's not that funny. You just like, you don't need to lie to me. You just need to be like, oh, I know, you know. But whatever. I got to hang out with Pat from Not My Weekend. We watched Pierce the Veil. Oh, because I saw the end of Black Veil Brides, Motionless in White, Pierce the Veil. What's this? I saw Skillet.
Nice. Worth it. Weren't any other bands on?
No, it was so bad because like we stayed. It was a big like festival ground, like crazy big. So if we wanted to see literally anybody but Skillet, we would have to walk like a mile and a half that way to get to the other stages.
I would have went the other way. I don't know about you. And then ran back for the next band.
No, but the thing is, the next band was Slipknot. They were the band. They were the last band in the area on the big stages before Slipknot. And I'm like, is Skillet still relevant? I thought they like burned out. I thought they were like, you know, irrelevant and like kind of washed up now. Maybe that's just my hatred for them coming through. But you know, it was a lot of fun to kind of like mock them on stage. Because I mean, the guy sucks. So can you blame me? Did I see anybody else? I wanted to see I Prevail, but because it was downpouring all day and I was literally like everything was soaked. Like I took my hoodie off and I was able to wring like a lot of water out of it. It was really bad. I was just like, dude, I'm cold. Let's just go home. And we did. There was a guy who was cool on the bus who then just like mid conversation with me just started making out with his girlfriend, and I was like,
happens to the best of us.
I was just like, what the, are we done? But I just kind of left that.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Literally all the time.
All the time, man. All the time. I'm surprised Sam isn't there right now, man.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
All but anyways, I don't know. It was good after I got out of the ink pit and after I stopped trying to talk to people, because I like to try and like make friends or like, you know,
that's your first
introduce
mistake.
Myself. But it's like if something happens, I want them to, you know, like, I mean, I'm there with my brothers, but it's like still, it's like you kind of want to be like, hey,
I don't
you
talk
like
to anybody.
You like this band? You don't? Okay,
No.
so maybe I need to stop doing that.
I have
then.
a resting bitch face anyway, so nobody says anything to me, and I don't say anything to anybody else. So I just kind of stand there, and I think everybody around me hates me.
I mean, man, is the feeling mutual?
Maybe.
But I got to go backstage. Thanks to Pat. Thanks, Pat. You're an angel. And then we got lost because we didn't know how to get out. Like none of the gates were opening to open the barricades to like get out of the front. The little section in front of the stages led to backstage, right? So then you're in this kind of like little area, and then it's the barricades, and we were trying to figure out. So we went to like the sound booth to find a little gate to open up to get out of that little area. It's good like 5-10 minutes of us just wandering around, Pat just kind of like shaking gates and me like, here, let me try.
Yeah, Pat, you didn't get that open, but I have the magic touch.
Let me try. And it didn't work. And I was about to just hop the fence, because you know it has the little step underneath it. So I was like, dude, we could just hop it, you know, we're good. But he found it. Thanks, Pat. You're an angel. I got to drop off sweets that I made for Ice 9 Kills. I met Ricky from Ice 9 Kills. Pretty cool. And that was it. Oh, and then I have Sunny on Monday, which is why It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia live podcast taping, which we should do, Shane. I think
oh, you want to do one before the live podcast taping that you're going to?
We should open for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'll send an email.
Yeah, let me hit up my guy.
But and then that's when Shane and I are meeting. It starts at 8. So we're gonna hang out for like 45 minutes.
By the time I get off work, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, man, hey, it's great. Oh, and I'm bringing you vegan cookies. Should be good.
Nice.
Be good.
You love me some cookies.
Exactly.
But yeah, lots of exciting shit going on here, and not a lot of work getting done.
Nope.
Let me tell you. But we do have a lot of music to talk about. Straight from the Path put out a new album, Euthanasia.
Euthanasia.
There we
Wow.
go. I got it.
You got it. It's okay.
I saw Stray from the Path twice this year already.
Mm-hmm.
Once when the single rollout started, or the album rollout started, with Under Oath, and once it was a couple of weeks before the album came out. They were selling the vinyl there. I saw them with Devils Wear Prada too. This album fucking rocks. It's very, in your face. Doesn't slow down. But what I like about it is, and their music in general is, I feel like some heavier music gets very predictable with where the breakdown is, but I don't think that their music is super predictable, and I like that about this album. The breakdowns, they don't all happen 2 minutes into the song. So like, I'll take it. And I think the album was great. I wish I had picked up a vinyl when I was at the Prada show, so that I could have listened to it weeks early.
You could have leaked the vinyl rip, man.
No.
You know how good those always come out.
Oh yeah, they're so easy to do too.
Yeah. No, man, just set your phone up next to your vinyl speaker. That's all you need. But yeah, I thought this was really good. I don't know. I don't really have a bar for this type of music. It's just like, is it good, or it doesn't make my ears hurt? And this was good. I actually enjoyed it. It went pretty quick, so I appreciated that. Because it was an 8-hour playlist, and then we trimmed it down to like 6
and a half.
And a half. So yeah, I enjoyed this. The Somerset dropped a new album, Blossom. Oh my god.
What did we do, Glory?
We spoke to the Somerset. Oh my god. You can't hear Shane's face right now, but he's doing like the surprise poggers type thing right now. But yeah, we spoke to this. The hell
thumbnail.
Dude, I'll crop it, man. I'll put it as the thumbnail. But yeah, we spoke to the Somerset. It was actually really, really good. Really laid back, and it's one of my favorites now. But this album was immaculate. Is immaculate. And I remember telling Shane about it. I was like, dude, this is, firstly, it reminds me of The Main a little bit, because it has that kind of like, how The Main is basically like summertime's like band. Like, come on, you listen to them and it's just like warm weather, windows down, sunny. That's The Main. They got that with this album. Kind of funny how they're releasing it in the fall when their name is the Somerset.
They were teetering on the edge here.
I feel like they could have planned that a little better. But I mean, like, hey man, you just got back together. You're getting back into the rhythm of it.
They did start the rollout for this in the winter of last year. So
yeah, so they had the opportunity
we missed summer entirely.
Yeah. Come on, guys. But anyways, amazing. I love The Main, so comparing them to The Main is a very, very high compliment. Are they older than The Main? I don't know. I'm not very good on like when they formed.
I think they were around the same time.
Okay.
But I'm not well versed on either of the bands.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell you. But I enjoyed this record a lot. Saw The Main a couple of times this summer at Sad Summer Fest. My favorite part of Sad Summer Fest was seeing the Somerset at the Summer Fest. That's the Pat from Not My Weekends. That's a great TikTok.
It was amazing TikTok.
But I saw the Somerset there twice. They put on a good show, and I really enjoyed this album. I think some of my favorite songs off the record, though, are the non-singles. Like Famous, absolutely fucking bangs. But great front to back. I'm excited for Blossom Part 2 when we finally get the whole album. It is not done yet, though. That's what Brian told us. Parkway Drive put out a new album, Darker Still.
Do I have to say it?
I'll say it. Well, I don't know what you were gonna say, so I'll just I'll just say what I wanted to say. I didn't think this album was half bad. I did not like the way it opened, though. I looked over. I was like, okay, that's a long first song. That's a long album, actually. And then the second song started, and I was like, god damn, that's a long first song. Because they both sounded the exact same. And then we got into the single portion of the record, because they picked the singles. They were like 3, 4, 5 off the record. And I was like, okay. And that's when we thought that the title track, Darker Still, was the closer on the record. And I was like, there's no way that they can close with something cooler. I thought From the Heart of the Darkness was actually a pretty good closer off the record. So that was good. My only thing is, like, and this is a gripe that, like, I've seen pretty much everybody have with this band, is like, they're a metalcore band, and this was not really a metalcore album. Like, there were a couple of heavy songs off the record. Like, some of the singles were on the heavier side, and I think it was Soul Bleach that was, like, really heavy, and also, like, the shortest song on the album. But it was just, like, there were a lot of long songs that were, like, very, like, big sounding, which I like that sound, but it's like, I just want to, like, break my neck listening to Parkway Drive, not like, be like, oh my god, this is so big sounding. But for what it was, I did enjoy the record more than I thought I was going to, based off of the singles. You're giving me that look like you're gonna tell me you absolutely fucking hated this thing.
I absolutely fucking hated this thing, man. Okay, not like hated. I think it's just the vocals that I have a hard time listening to, because the vocals, respectfully, if you're listening to this, which now, because we're actually like a decently sized podcast,
don't worry, Parkway Drive isn't listening to this.
I'm just saying, dude, because they're gonna be like blah 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 in the comments if I word this wrong, but I'm just gonna say it how I want to say it. The vocals were very butt rock. It was giving butt rock, but the instrumentals were good. So I was like, I like the instrumentals. I like the instruments. I like how the instruments are playing, but it feels like the vocalist is singing for a completely different band. So it feels like instrumentals were made at one point, and then the vocalist just came and like tried to match whatever they did, but like with his own twist. And I was like, I didn't like it. I didn't like it because I thought the instrumentals, the instruments were doing great. Vocalist kind of killed it for me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Armor for Sleep dropped a new album, The Rain Museum. Shane,
what did we do?
What? Oh, I was giving it to you because I did the last one.
Oh, okay, then please give it to me.
Sure. Shane, what did we do with Armor for Sleep?
We spoke to Ben from Armor for Sleep about this album. Literally, like days before they went on the tour they were just on, we spoke to Ben about the album. We went deep into it. Had a good time. This album, I enjoyed it. It's heavy, but in an emotional sense. And obviously, if you watch our interview with him, you'll know why. But there are a lot of topics touched on this record. It's a very, very heavy record emotionally, but I really enjoyed it because that's what I like want from Armor for Sleep. A little different sounding than like that first record. Definitely can tell like they were an emo band at some point, but they've matured. So it's not so much heavy in the instrumentals as it is in like what is actually being said. I'm gonna keep saying that. But I enjoyed this record, although albeit not really what I was expecting like from Armor for Sleep. I did enjoy it like a lot, so
that's good. I've known the name Armor for Sleep, I feel like, since I've gotten into the alternative community. Have I ever listened to them before we sat down and spoke to Armor for Sleep? No, because I heard the name. I know that they had a lot of respect in the community, and it was like, oh my god, Armor for Sleep. And I was like, oh, that's sick. But I'm gonna keep listening to Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, and 21 Pilots Fall Out Boy. You know, I was emo
Falling Out Boys.
But listening to this for the first time, because I know a lot of people were so excited that they were putting out an album, and they had just wrapped up a tour with God, what's their names? They
Never Loved.
Yeah.
They did a 15-year anniversary for the first record.
So they were coming back, and I'm happy they dropped something because a lot of people were very excited for that. So listening to this, I didn't really have any expectations. I mean, I had a little bit because it's like, okay, you know, they have clout. People like them. people really like them. So let's hope this isn't just, you know, hyping up the wrong band just because they have, you know, the what is it? emo elder card or whatever,
Elder emo.
just because elder emo card, you know, it's like, oh well, they're really old and they've been in the scene forever, so even if they put out like a really bad album, we're still gonna hype it up. But honestly, no, it's worth all the praise. I really enjoyed it. Just like how the main was like sunny, windows down. This is like a night drive album. And also I feel like the cover art also reflects that. I don't know. I really like
This is I Want to Die.
Yeah. This is I might not be coming back from this drive if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah. And I misspoke that it was the second album. I thought that the big one was the first album. It is the second one that they did a tour for. Yeah. I had to look because I was like, it was 2005 they put that album out. So but yeah, I got it right. So
there you go, Shane.
Until I Wake, put a new album inside my head. Glory, what did we do with Until I Wake?
We spoke to the entirety,
all the members,
all of the members of Until I Wake, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. They were sweet guys.
And we spoke about the record with them. This album does not slow down. No. Just keeps kicking you in the face.
I think you said that to them as well.
Yeah, I probably did. If it wasn't, it might have been before the fourth member joined, so it's not the one that got posted though. I can't remember. Yeah. I think
you said the exact. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
I might have said the exact same thing. I don't know, but I know I said it at some point. But this album, it kicks you right in the face. It doesn't stop, and that's what I like from my metalcore. Is just a shit ton of bangers. And that's what this album gives you. So definitely recommend that you go listen to it right now.
I agree. I did enjoy this album. Yeah, thumbs up. I did. It sounds like I didn't like it, but I'm just trying to say I did. I did enjoy the album. I liked it, guys. Thank you. Eat Your Heart Out dropped a new album, Can't Stay Forever. Shane, what did we do with Eat Your Heart Out?
This bit's getting really lame. But
we still have to do it
for one more.
3 more times, man.
We spoke to Caitlin from Eat Your Heart Out. You want to hear something funny before we get into this record?
What?
So I saw yours truly on Friday, and I posted something on my Instagram story that I was seeing yours truly, and I tagged the band and Michaela because I just tagged the band, but I tagged Michaela too because she put me on the guest list. Why not?
Yeah.
And she shared it on her story, and then I check. Obviously, she saw my story, but then I also saw that Caitlin had watched my story from Eat Your Heart Out. And I'm like, hi guys, and they were right next to each other in the viewers. I was like, this is so funny. Meanwhile, I had tagged Caitlin when we had put the interview out, and she didn't see shit. Nothing. But she saw this one, and I'm like, I just think that's funny. That's all. I just wanted to say I think that's funny.
That's very funny. I'll give you a chuckle for that.
Yeah, thank you. But I enjoyed this record.
Yes.
Definitely pop rock leaning.
Yes.
But and I'm always like 50-50 on like, do I like my pop rock? Do I not like my pop rock? Because like sometimes it's very much just the same song 10 times over. But this definitely is not the same song multiple times over. I really enjoyed this album. It's not just a straight pop rock album. There's a lot of other like genres and shit that are kind of touched on. There's twists and turns. Yeah. So I enjoyed this album a lot. I was listening to it again last night at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, wow, this album is fucking great.
Yeah.
I think Hostage is my favorite.
Ooh, you gave a favorite?
Yeah.
Look at you, Shane, naming your favorites.
I like the album.
Exactly. That's
well,
how
I got a favorite on second listen.
Exactly. Yeah, I really enjoyed this album. It was very nice to sit down with them. I liked it. Jesus Christ, why was that so loud? Sorry, I just got a notification on my computer, and I have my volume at 100 for whatever reason, so that just like
that's your first mistake.
But yeah, this album is very good. As you said, pop rock is kind of like a windy road where it's kind of like, is this gonna be the same song for 10 songs, or is it actually gonna be like a diverse record? A good example of a diverse record is Concrete Castles, who we're actually going to talk about in a second, because their album is very pop rock, but they kept you like
interested.
I was looking for another word, but I'll take interested. But yeah, I think Eat Your Heart Out did the same thing, where it's like, this is an amazing record, and it was a good interview, so you should go
watch it.
There you go.
The Devils Wear Prada put out my album of the year.
Woo!
Did I say the Devils? It's The Devil Wears Prada. I struggle with that.
Wait, I thought it was the Devil's. Oh no, yeah, that makes sense.
It's The Devil Wears Prada. I hope I didn't fuck that up in the interview. The Devil.
I feel like really bad. You want to check, man?
No, I don't care.
Here, I'll check for you.
The Devil Wears Prada put out my album of the year, Color Decay. Glory, what did we do with The Devil Wears Prada?
I don't know, Shane. You tell me, man.
We spoke to Mike from the band, and I damn near shit my pants.
There you go, man. There you go.
Wow. God damn, do I love this fucking band.
Mm-hmm.
When I confirmed the interview, I texted Gloria. She's like, "Holy shit!" Because
I know your hands were shaking, typing. Awesome, thank you.
Every year, Glory forces me. She holds me at gunpoint and makes me make a list of bands I want to talk to for the year.
Yes, every year.
And last year, Prada was on that list because the end of 2020 was when I got super into them. So I was still like super into them at the beginning of 2021 when we made this goofy little list. So we can finally check off a band that we hadn't already spoken to previously off that list, because I believe Chapel was also on the list, but we had already spoken to them and then we just spoke to them again. So I finally checked them off the list a year later.
Right. Hey, but better late than never, man.
We did it. This fucking album rocks my socks off. It is so good. I've been listening to it for weeks now.
I know, man.
I've been listening to it for weeks. We were driving home from Albany, and my partner looks over to me, and when I listen to promos on my phone, I can't get off Google Chrome. The album will stop if the song ends and I'm not on the page. So I was just sitting there looking out the window. I got the Prada album open, and my partner just looks at me like, "What the fuck you doing?" I'm like, "Listen to the Prada album for the 6th time this week. Stop."
I'm learning the lyrics.
Taking it all in. Yeah, I told Mike, I was like, album's not out yet, but I already know all the lyrics.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I love this fucking record. Time into 25 is one of my favorite 2-song combos of the year. I think those are my 2 favorite songs off the record. But it's so good. I love the record. I can't say that enough. I love the record. Good job, guys. You really knocked it out of the park here.
I can't really add anything else to that because you're the Prada fan. So
super fan even.
Super fan. No, honestly, you are. They're like what, top 3 of your favorite bands?
Maybe top 5.
Top 5? Because you have Korn, Slipknot,
Motionless in White.
Motionless is all the way up there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I do love that band a lot.
I know, but it's I never see I don't know. You don't have 10,000 Motionless plays, is what I'm saying.
10,000 Korn plays, let me tell you.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, sorry. Oh my god. But yeah, it was a good interview. My friend, I'm not even gonna say what my friend told me when he watched the promo. But yeah, it was good. It was crazy. So I was telling people I know, in person, hey, we just spoke to the Devils Wear Prada. People who have never shown interest in the alternative community, they're like, "Oh my god, what?" And I'm like,
"Well, they might
know."
It's also a movie.
Oh.
when I Google Devils Wear Prada and I don't put band after it, you'll get the movie.
Yeah.
So people
have seen it?
No. People might be like, "You interviewed the movie?"
We interviewed the entire cast 12 years later.
You interviewed the movie? Holy shit!
Oh my god.
That might be why.
Yeah, that might be why. But I don't know. It was a bigger deal for Shane than it was for me. It was still oh my god. It's one of those crazy moments where it's because I looked at the list right before the interview, and I was like, wow, we could finally check off one of the really big ones. That's a big deal.
One of the really big ones that isn't Harry Styles' glory.
or Zayn, who doesn't even do interviews. I was in a phase, okay?
Glory was shooting high.
I was,
and
man.
not even landing on the moon, let alone the stars.
No, man. I still sent out those interview requests though. Nothing back. But I'll try again. And I didn't send one out for this album because it sucked. Harry, drop a good album and I'll get you on the podcast. But yeah. Oh my god, I almost said, yeah, this album sucks. No. This album was great. I understand why you like The Devil's Wear Prada now. The devil, I said it too.
Yeah.
Wow. The Devil Wears Prada. There you go. I understand why you like them now after listening to this album, because before I've heard a couple of their songs because I see you listening to it, and I think maybe you gave me like one song and I was like, no, it's too heavy or whatever. But no. I really liked this album, and it caught me off guard because it's not exactly what I thought it would sound like, but I wasn't mad at it. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
For sure.
The Driver Era dropped new album, Summer Mixtape. This is Ross Lynch's band and his brother. I
expected better from Ross Lynch.
Really? It was really horny. Like, did you pick that up?
I did not pick up on anything because I thought that this fucking sucked. Like, I was an Austin Alley kid growing up. Like, I fucking love Austin Alley. And I just learned that the girl that played Alley also makes music.
Oh, so you want to get her on the podcast now?
I already sent an interview request and got nothing back. So, Laura Morano, if you're watching this, you are more than welcome. But I expected better, and I wanted, like, I've heard of the Driver Era. This band, like, they exploded out of nowhere.
I mean, it's Ross.
Yeah. But I was sitting here listening to this fucking record, and I couldn't wait until it was over. I'm like, what is the hype for this band? Like, is this just a fluke? Like, is this just a bad album? But like, I don't know. I didn't like it one bit.
Wow. I kind of get that. But I mean, there were a couple songs on it. It was like, what, 10 songs or something?
Yeah, thank God.
It was 29 minutes, not even 30 minutes. But I feel like if it did go on a bit longer, I would have the same opinion. But honestly, I liked a handful of songs. I probably liked 40% of the songs. You know, oh god, that's 4 songs. That's not good. But yeah, it kind of caught me off guard because it's like a lot of the tracks didn't make sense. They didn't fit. So it definitely leaned in more of a mixtape type thing where it's just kind of like, hey, I made these songs. Maybe they're not as super organized, but it's just songs that I had to put together.
Yeah.
And it's like that. I don't get it. I didn't really like it. But I liked it. I liked 4. I liked the theme of the 4 where it's the summer kind of vibey. But it's just, there were some where somebody was like whispering and then somebody was screaming. And I was like, what? Why? But yeah.
But yeah, I kind of like, it was definitely disjointed, but I expected that because it was called the mixtape, and like half the time somebody calls it a mixtape and it ain't a fucking mixtape. They just like wanted to throw mixtape in the title. But like sometimes, like I always kind of go into it like expecting it to be a little disjointed, but it was like not only was it disjointed, it felt like these songs were like they didn't make the cut for one thing, so like let's all throw it in a fucking album and say fuck it.
Yeah.
Wargasm UK put out a new EP, Explicit, the mixtape. Saw Wargasm with Limp Bizkit. The more I listen, well, I already knew that made sense because I saw them live, but god, do I fucking love Wargasm, and I love Wargasm opening for Limp Bizkit. It made so much sense. No, it makes total sense. This EP fucking rocks socks off, bro. Let me tell you.
Oh my god, the socks again?
The socks disappeared for The Devil's Wear Prada. They came back for the Driver Era, and they immediately disappeared for Wargasm. I really enjoyed this EP, and I'm glad they finally have a body of work that aren't just singles out, so that I can like go and listen to a body of work from them, because like I want to listen to Wargasm more because I actually really enjoy this band a lot. But it's just like, how many times am I going to listen to Pyro? Pyro as a single. I don't want to burn out of it. What if it winds up on the EP? It did. You know, so I'm just, when I'm like trying to get into a band, I want there to be a body of work. So now there's finally a collection of songs that I can go listen to. So I'm gonna go do that a lot now.
There you go. Again, the Driver era and Wargasm. I mean, they're living up to their name, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, Jesus.
The intro was they split it. They said war. There were guns and shit. Gasm. There
the
was
rest
moans.
of the
And my mom was sitting in the other room, and I'm like,
oh
fuck.
my God, it's not what you think.
I'm listening to a band called Wargasm, Mom.
Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I can't say I'm surprised, but you know, I did enjoy this EP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, good job, guys. Come on the pod.
Yes, please come on the podcast,
please. Concrete Castle has dropped 4 B-sides. And they put it into like an EP bundle. It's called "Wish I Missed You." It's the deluxe edition of their album, I believe.
Yeah, it was 3 songs. They slapped them in a little EP. It's the B-sides off the record. Mm-hmm. And I know they already did reimagine songs, so I was glad that those, like, as cool as it would be to like hear them, I'm glad that they kept them separate. Like, they've got the reimagined shit. And I don't know if that ever hit. That might have hit streaming now. I don't think so. Look right now. Yeah, no, they did. But
they did?
Yeah, but
they didn't cover them.
It was original, well, because they were just reimagined versions of songs that were already on the record. But that was originally a CD thing, and then they actually have B-sides, and they kept them separate. I appreciate that. But I like these songs. I'm glad we got more off of the record. My only thing is, I thought that the singles that they were putting out were starting something, and then they were just like, boom, here's stuff off our last album in like the middle of the single cycle that they're in. And that's what confused me about this.
Yeah.
So are we not leading up to something then? Which, if that's the case, I'm disappointed.
All right, guys, you gotta tell us now. Yeah. Be honest. Yeah. You're hurting Shane.
Yeah, you're hurting me. I was hoping for a new record. But yeah, I enjoyed these songs. And I'm glad Ghost of You wasn't a Ghost of You cover by My Chemical Romance.
I would have loved that, though. I would have loved that, because I saw the name and I was like, never coming home, never coming home. But then they started, singing about like sad stuff, and I was like, oh damn. Never mind then. But yeah, this banged. Concrete Castles, they don't miss. You know that. I mean, you know that. You loved their last album, so it's like, they're good. They're very good.
Black Veil Brides put a new single, Savior 2.
Why'd they spell it like a British person?
I don't know. I didn't think this song was bad. They've got an EP coming out next month, I think. And I'm hoping that EP is better than the last record. But I think that at this point in my life, I've kind of moved past Black Veil Brides. Like, I appreciate their older stuff, but getting into newer stuff, it's just not the same. I'm not a depressed teen anymore. I'm a depressed adult. I listen to big boy music like Currents.
Like Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, like Limp Bizkit. So, but I'm feeling slightly better about it than I did the last album. Because I didn't hate this song entirely, but this song is also on the slower side. I don't know. I'm feeling different right now. I'm hoping that I enjoy the EP though, because I'm disappointed that I didn't like that last record.
Yeah, me too. I was actually gonna say this is like leagues better than their last record. I feel like they heard us ranting about it and they're like, okay, we gotta do something a little different, a little better. But it isn't.
No, finish.
No, please go.
Okay. What I've noticed in my time of listening to Black Veil Brides is that I feel like their first album is great. In my opinion, their second album is not as good. This will completely fuck everything up if Wretched and Divine is in between the two. Now I have to look because I haven't been on the Black Veil Brides Spotify page in a minute. Okay, yeah, this fucks everything up, but I'm gonna go with this anyway. So, We Stitch These Wounds was great. I don't like Set This World on Fire. I don't like Wretched and Divine. The Black Veil Bride self-titled is great. Veil is great. We're now in our missing era with The Phantom Tomorrow. So they had 2 misses in a row and then 2 W's. So Hopefully they break
It's
that
the
cycle.
pattern.
Yeah, I thought that the pattern went great album in my opinion, bad album in my opinion, great album, bad album. So that's why I even started saying that in the beginning, and then I went on Spotify and it completely ruined everything. But if we want to include Restitch These Wounds, which I did not like, that means the pattern continues and we should be in our banger era.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Black Veil Brides is in their W era right now.
Saved that.
You killed it, man. That was good. But yeah, I hope so, because I really want to like Black Veil Brides, because I mean it's Black Veil Brides, you know. But it's like their last album was so bad, and I trashed on it so hard. I'm sorry, Andy. You see, he's on TikTok now. Yeah. Bro's so formal. It's like I feel like I'd be scared talking to him, because he's just such like
talk to him so bad.
He's just so like well presented and like very well spoken, and it's so weird because he's dressed like, you know, I mean, you know, his shirtless leather and his little bandana and like, you know, eye makeup and stuff, and he looks so like scary. And then it's like he starts talking, he's like a little businessman, and I'm like, what are you even saying right now? But I love that man. He's so cool. Parks and MC4D dropped a remix of Self-Sabotage.
Self-Sabotage. This is the best Parks remix.
Is that why you put it on there?
No, I put it on there because like we don't talk about remixes very often, but it was Water Park, so I was like, oh, we can talk about this one. I'm not a big fan of Water Park's remixes, but this one kept the integrity of the song, kind of like it was actually still the song. It just didn't devolve into total chaos 30 seconds like
Austin Knight didn't get his hands on it.
It wasn't just the intro and then just beats for 3 minutes. It actually used the words in the song, and that's great. I'm gonna be completely honest, I forgot that this was a Water Park song. Like I saw the name and I was like, they released a song called Self-Sabotage. Is that the one with the tires? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I haven't been keeping up, like, listening to this stuff, like, religiously as I was with fandom. Well, there's no point, because they're playing all the fucking songs live and not putting them out anyway. They played another new one last night. I'm not even looking for... Oh, yeah, because Black Bear Tour just started, right? Yeah, they played Fuck About It. Bro, Heart Attack Man and Water Parks on the same lineup, I'd skip Black Bear. I almost said Beartooth. That'd be cool. It doesn't fit, but that'd be really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I can't keep up with Water Parks. I'm not even looking for like videos, like fan videos of the new songs that they're performing. I don't know. I mean, I think I fell out of my Parks phase. It's okay. I wish I did. Yeah. I mean, man, you legally have to. You spent like what, 400 on variants last year, and I went to Albany to go see them play in an arena for the first time. Dude, yeah. But I mean, I thought it was an okay remix. I don't know. I feel like they lost me after Greatest Hits. I haven't really been like addicted to like any of their songs, the singles that they've dropped, like I was with Watch What Happens Next or Snow Globe. Or, you know, it's just like with those songs, I couldn't get them out of my head. I was watching the music videos like religiously. I was learning the raps. But now it's like, oh, another Park song? Okay. Yeah, my thing with Water Parks is that I love the band. Love that. I love Austin Knight. Yes. I love Jeff. I love Otto. But I go in phases with them and I get hooked on them once the album is announced. Like, oh yeah, it isn't even announced yet. Everything that you just said was like you were hooked on, you got hooked on the single that announced the record. Watch what happens next. I think announced the record. Snow Globe definitely announced Greatest Hits. I remember that because I spent a lot of money that day. So I feel like that's what's gonna happen here with me as well. But I've already heard 2 out of the 3 unreleased songs live. I've heard Brainwashed 3 times now. I was there when they played Real Super Dark for the first time, and I am waiting to find a video of Fuck About It that isn't Twitter quality. So I'm waiting for a YouTube upload on that. That was last night? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like there were just people posting it on the timeline, and I'm like, well, Twitter crunched the ever living shit out of this, and it sounds awful, so I'm not watching it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm waiting for the record patiently here.
I'm hoping that's I get back into Parks when the record comes out, because I don't know, I they're so sentimental for me. I remember just scrolling on Twitter and somebody was quote tweeting about Parks, and they were just like, oh, I hate this band so much, and the colorful hair guy, and blah blah blah, and fuck this band. And then it's like I just saw Austin, and it was the Peach music video, Lobotomy. And I was like, oh, what's this? And it was like Warped Tour. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then I was like, is there something wrong with me because I like this? And then I blocked the person.
Yes, there is.
I was like, yes. And then I blocked the person because I was like, how could you hate on this? And I was like, what, 5 years ago? When did Peach Lobotomy come out? 2017?
Entertainment came out in 2018. I was not following the band at that time, so I don't know if there were singles before that. Like, if it started in 2017.
Yeah, I think it started in 20... Here, I can literally look up Peach Lobotomy music video. Wait. Oh my God, I can't type.
Lobotomy.
4 years ago, it says... It's such a banger. Oh my God, why did they put it all the way at the bottom?
So let me go down.
Did they remove? They removed dates. Oh, there it is. 2018. August.
Yeah, like...
August 21st, 2018 is when I fell into the Parks death hole.
And since then, we've literally spoken to Austin and Jeff.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. As we should.
Not for the podcast.
No.
But we did speak to them. We have a lot of singles to get through.
We're just gonna...
From this point forward, we're rapid fire in this shit.
Yep.
Sharia Moore dropped a new single, Letting Go. We spoke to Sharia Moore about the album. It is almost 2 hours long. Rendering the interview Friday morning. Sorry, this comes out on Monday. Made me 30 minutes late for work. My mom had to upload the interview for us. So say thank you, Mom.
Thanks, Carrie. I'm not gonna call her mom. You're not my mom. Sorry.
This song is great. Ronnie said it's their best song ever, and I told him, well, what the fuck? Why'd you blow your load this early? And I'm upset that wasn't the clip. I'm just putting that out there.
There was too many, dude.
I'm just putting that out there.
That
was the funniest moment, maybe because I said it and I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
But that, in my opinion, was the funniest moment.
I don't know. I think just how Trey delivered him killing his hermit crabs, I thought it was just the driest humor, where it's just like, oh my God, how are you so calm about this?
Yeah. Well, that's how Trey delivers everything, and I love it for
him.
It's
so funny. I love him. I love him so much. Sharia Moore doesn't miss. Album rocks. Go watch the interview. My favorite is a song that isn't even a single, so suck it.
Ayo.
Fit for a King dropped a new single, Falling Through the Sky. I liked this. Is Fit for a King not as heavy anymore? No, this song wasn't super heavy.
I was actually spoiler alert, I was listening to the album yesterday.
Ooh.
And sorry, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? It was 2 days ago. No, they're still pretty heavy.
They're still heavy.
Although
okay, so
this song is
low...
on the lighter side.
I thought so, yeah.
But I like the song. Actually, the first time I heard it was when I saw them on Friday, because I knew the song came out, but I just haven't, I was not able to keep up with anything last week. So I was like, yeah, cool song. So yeah, it was cool. Charlotte Sands finally put out Tantrum. This song fucking rocks.
It's not a Water Parks cover.
If I'm not mistaken, I heard her playlist a year ago. It said summer.
No, a year ago?
Yeah, that's how fucking long ago that this goddamn song has existed. I'm looking right now. Yeah, she opened with Tantrum.
No.
Yeah, so it's been a long time coming, and I'm glad it's finally out. This song fucking rocks.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed it. I like anything Charlotte Sands does, except for the last feature. I wasn't a big fan of that. I like Charlotte's part, did not like the main person's part. 5 Seconds of Summer and Sierra Deaton dropped a new single, Older. This was very sad and very slow, and I didn't want this as a single. Thank you.
Yeah. Album comes out next week, and I do not have the same level of hype as I did for Calm.
Calm. Oh my god, that album, I still like loop it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
We Came as Romans put out a new single, Golden. This song fucking rocks. Put the album out already, please.
Give us the album and come on the pod. And I was supposed to see them. I didn't get to see them though. That would have been really sick. But yeah, very good. Willow dropped a new single, Curious Furious. I liked this song a lot. I like almost everything Willow puts out now. I feel like she's in her stride.
Yeah, this song was alright. I liked it. K-Town put out a new single, 1994. This wasn't slow, so I'll take it. I would say I loved it even.
Yes, there you go. I really, really enjoyed this Cave Town song. This really reminds me of like his older stuff, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. Counterparts dropped a new single, Bound to the Burn. This was good. That was good.
Need this band on the podcast so bad, you don't even understand. I like this song a lot. I'm very excited for the album. Anti-Flag and Ashrita from Pink Shift put out a new single, Imperialism. It is wild to me that Pink Shift has gotten so big that Ashrita is now featuring on songs. That's completely nuts to me because like 2 years, what was it? It was a year ago. They were like fucking DIY band on Twitter that like somehow just blew up overnight. That was the weirdest shit. And now they just toured with Pup. They're on the Anti-Flag song. They're doing a headliner now. It's just the trajectory is nuts.
It's crazy. Love it for them. I feel like maybe I haven't been listening to Anti-Flag as close as before. When did they become British? Have they always been British?
They're not.
That song, whoever was singing in the beginning was like very British.
They're from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, my guy.
Okay, well then somebody was British in that song. Here, let me listen to it. Let me listen to the beginning.
They're not. What?
I'm dead serious, man. I heard British.
They're from Pittsburgh.
That's literally a British accent. That's literally nowhere. That's literally that's a British accent. I'm not even playing with you.
Maybe that's
here.
just how...
Listen to it right now.
No, I can't listen to it right now because then I have to cut shit out of this podcast.
Here,
I'll
play it for you.
No,
I'll play it. I'll play it on my phone.
No,
I'll play it on my phone.
No,
Listen.
No.
You'll hear it. Oh wait, not on my phone. There we go. Wait.
I don't hear fucking anything.
And it's not picking up?
No, I heard the nowhere. But
that's so
it
British.
It just could have been the way that it came out of his mouth.
No, it's the entire song.
He's not British.
I'm telling you. He's
They're
British.
From Pittsburgh. They're from Pittsburgh.
He's British. He's a Brit. I found you. But yeah, that's it. You're British. Sorry. maybe he moved to Pittsburgh. But he's from the Queensland. He's pip pip cheerio. Maybe this is another 21 Savage incident. He's like British. 21 Savage. Never would have guessed it, but he is. So maybe it's the same thing.
Is this the front man? Justin Sane is the lead guitarist, singer, and songwriter of Anti-Flag, a punk band, yada yada. He was born February 21st, 1973 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States of America.
No, he's a Brit. I don't care. He's British. Ashrita could probably vouch for me. Bro's British. I'm not even...
Anyways, Gloria, can you please just move on?
Sorry.
He's not British.
He's British. I don't care.
Whatever.
Lamb of God dropped a new single, Grayscale. This was good.
This was all right. Did not fit right into the Lamb of God formula. It was slightly different, so I'll take it. Not bad. Tiger's Jaw put out a new single, Old Clothes. This song rocks. This Heart Attack Man Tiger's Jaw tour is confusing the ever-living hell out of me, though.
As it should. I feel like that's what Eric would have wanted.
Yeah.
I thought this was good. But yeah, it does not fit the tour. Nickelback dropped the most mid single ever, San Quentin, and this was so bad. I hated it, and I hate Nickelback. You're not welcome on the podcast.
Nickelback made a better Five Finger Death Punch song than Five Finger Death Punch did.
It's Five Finger Death Punch, so it's already like awful.
This song has more Kyle energy than the entire last Five Finger Death Punch album. It was I love it. I love this song.
I'm sorry.
It's everything that I love in my guilty pleasure and more. So good. Glory might not allow you guys on the podcast, but we will do a Good Noise podcast after dark, after Glory goes to bed. When
I'm asleep, exactly.
So she'll have no idea. We'll have to record it at like 11 p.m., but that's okay.
Yeah, that's usually when I go to bed, yeah.
Glory will have no idea. I'll put it out at like 2 a.m. She'll never even know.
I'll never know. Unless when I go and do thumbnails, and I'll be like,
I'll even do the thumbnail myself. And
so it'll just blend right in.
She won't even know. She'll have no idea. We're doing this, guys. We're doing this. Okay. You can bang our email. Good Noise Podcast After Dark is starting with Nickelback. And then the next band will be Trapped. Third band will be Five Finger Death Punch. After that, we're going Megadeth.
And then you get your favorite Attila.
Yep.
And what's the other one? The other one. The one that we brought up earlier with the drink in the middle of the set.
Oh, Atreyu.
Yeah. Atreyu. There you go.
I'm just going to poop on them. Good Noise Podcast After Dark Poop Edition. Young Culture put out a new single, Kind of Over It, announced their album.
I love Young Culture.
This song is great. Young Culture, the invitation is here. Let's do an interview before you guys leave for tour. Chat about the record. This song is great, and I'm very excited for this album. I've genuinely really enjoyed every single song that's come out so far, and I'm excited to hear the entire record.
Woo! I also I didn't realize that moved. I also really enjoyed this record a lot. Not the record, this single and all the singles.
We haven't heard the record yet.
Yeah, you guys should give us the record so I can say I enjoyed the record. But yeah, this was very good. Magnolia Park dropped a single, Addison Rae. This reminds me of like early 2000s to 2010s like pop punk, and it gave me such a nostalgic feel. Like I feel like this should be on the same if they aren't already in the conversation of pop punk revival.
Oh, they are.
And I mean, but like leading the march, they are truly bringing back like pure pop punk, because this is such a like, oh my God, all the bands I was going to name are problematic now. I'm still going to name them. This is such like an all-time low, Make Out, like, oh my God, who's another one? I had another one on the top of my head, but it's just, you hear it and you could see it. State Champs, they aren't problematic. I love State Champs. But just like, it's so good. And I was like, this is amazing. And it's that, and the topic of it is so 2000s. And I'm like, this is beautiful. This needs to be in a museum because it's just it's so perfect.
Yeah, they're fucking crushing it. And the fact that they're playing just these absolutely massive stages is just fucking wild. Like they're going out, they're doing A Day to Remember. And then they're touring with Census Fail too. And that's the first time where like, because they did Massive Rooms with Mayday Parade, they did Sad Summer, which is on huge stages, they did half of the Sum 41 and Simple Plan Run, which was huge stages and huge rooms, actually just huge gated areas. It was all outside. And then they're doing A Day to Remember, which is like borderline amphitheaters and some like A Day to Remember is fucking huge. I didn't know that they were that big. And then Census Fail was doing like 500 cap rooms, so this is the first time that they're like playing in a 3-digit room.
Yeah, for the first time in a while. Yeah.
But the trajectory is just fucking insane, and like even that Census Fail tour is such a huge deal. Like obviously I don't like that band like at all. But just to like get to share the stage with a band that like that kind of name is just like the bands that they're touring with is wild, and especially the rooms that they're playing. The trajectory of this band has been fucking nuts.
I'm so happy for them. They deserve it.
Yeah, they're really fucking killing it, and they just keep putting out bangers after bangers. This song is no exception. And the rate that they're putting them out, and the fact that they haven't like just dropped an absolute shitstorm in like the middle of like this absolutely insane rollout where it's like every month we have a new song, is just wild. It's good job, guys.
Good job, guys.
Lorna Shore put out a new single, Pain Remains 1, Dancing Like Flames. Fuck you guys for putting out part 1 of a 3-part song as a single and not fading out, just cutting it off in the middle of the song. The part 2 release date leaked already. So that'll be out soon. but I thought that was really weird.
Mhm.
It's just like, why?
Yeah.
But I think the song is good. I'm very excited for the album. So that's that. I'm
So true.
patiently waiting.
Mhm. I liked this track because it wasn't super deathcore-y. So good job, guys. This was good. This was really good. Glimmers dropped new single Dreaming. Banger. I love Glimmers. I missed them when they were in Virginia. I didn't even know until it was thanks Virginia for a great show. And I was like, what? And then they were in Norfolk and I was like, what? So come on, guys, give me a heads up next time.
Yeah, god damn it. But yeah, this song was good. They've been
Mhm.
teasing it for a long time, and I've been loving the chorus, so I'm very glad that the entire song is out now.
Yeah.
Sleeping with Sirens put out a new single, Complete Collapse. I like this song. I'm very excited for the record. Comes out in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm. Why was Kellen's voice deep in this song? Like not like Andy Black deep, but like it wasn't
Kelly
like
Quindy.
you told me think about like that's firstly that's Vic. My bad on that one. Actually no wait.
They go back and forth.
I think I was mimicking Kellen. Okay. I was like, shoot, that's so embarrassing. I mean, they sound the same in that song, if I'm being completely honest. But what happened? That let's like, come on, man, bring it back up. Bring it back up. Nobody wanted to hear deep voice Kellen. Nobody came here for that. But I did like the track. I liked it a lot. Yeah. Have Mercy dropped a new single, 17.
Song was good. They also signed to Rude Records.
Oh, rude.
Which is wild because it sounded like they were back, but they were gonna kind of do it their way. AKA not signed to a record label.
Didn't they say that in the interview? Yeah.
So but they're signed now. They're doing their thing. I believe this is a B-side off an older record, but it was good. It's got that Have Mercy feel. And it was slapping. So and
it was slapping.
And for our last topic, my kid brother dropped a new single, High Society. We spoke to Dylan about the album. It is not out yet, but it will be out very shortly. This song was good, and I'm excited for the album to finally be out.
Yes, I agree. This song banged, and I can't say anything about the album. But...
True. Well, that's all the topics we have today. So you can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Every audio streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com. Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. I just got very tired out of nowhere. Gloria's got your Patreon supporters, your Twitch subs, and your important plugs. And then we're going to sign off, and we'll be live next week.
Woo! Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric, and our Twitch subs, Coastal Lover, Buzz Light Skin, Matt again from Pulses, thank you, and Zari again. Thank you, Zari. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, guys. Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Please wear your masks. Because COVID is I think it's actually starting to go down again, but we don't want another surge, guys. We've been here for the past 3 years. This is how it works. So yeah. I don't know. Be a decent person. And don't be weird.
That's aimed directly at me.
Shane, don't be weird at the meetup. Please. Are we hugging? Are we handshaking, high-fiving?
I'm going in for a very formal handshake. I'm wearing my 3-piece business suit that I wear at all these major label meetings at work. And we're going to talk strictly business, money.
Yes.
We're going to make a lot of business decisions on Monday. Yeah. Not going to make any pee and poop jokes. No. That's inappropriate.
No pee, no poo-poo jokes.
No talking about Chris Taylor Brown. Zero Fred Durst discussion.
None.
All business. It's a business meeting. So handshakes and eye contact. That's it. That's it. There's going to be no talking. I'm just going to stare you in the eyes for 45 minutes.
That's how we're going to communicate.
Yeah.
And everything's going to be a lot of arguments.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That should be a lot of fun, man. That still is giving me no clarification on what we're going to do.
We're going to take a picture and it's going to be me in a 3-piece suit and you in a fucking, and you're like, in your Always Sunny suit, fucking.
Oh, yeah. I'll be wearing my,
and it's just going to be us handshaking.
handshake.
That's going to be the picture for the internet.
Yes, I would. Yes, let's do that. I was also thinking we could do the one where we're on one knee and we're doing the
That's a little
hand
too
thing.
informal.
Oh, sorry.
for this
Yeah, I don't want to
business
mess up
meetup.
your. I don't want to mess up your three.
Yeah, you're going to get my
we
knees
could
dirty.
we could put a piece of cardboard on the ground.
We can do that.
You can kneel on.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'll bring a piece of cardboard.
I'm not going to pack a lint roller, so if I get lint on my suit, I'm fucked.
You're screwed, man.
Dirt especially. Yeah, my mom will kill me if I get dirt on my suit. It's a lot of money. I got it from Kmart.
No, man, you got it from what's your favorite store? It's Kmart.
Yeah,
it's literally Kmart. I
got it from the Kmart that was closing down.
Of course, man. Oh yeah.
All right. Well, as I said, we'll be live next week. This will be post the Glory and Shane meetup. So I have been Shane.
I have been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Woo!